All right, welcome to Talk Investing. I'm Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to talk about a Bitcoin miner we haven't talked much about. They are the third largest Bitcoin miner by market cap. They have the lowest cost per Bitcoin. They did not do too much in 2022. They were just getting operational. If we are to move back into a bear market or another crypto winter, I think this company is very suited to survive that situation. If we are to move into a bull market, I think this company is very suited to grow and have huge profits. The company I'm talking about is Cipher Mining. So it's stock ticker CIFR. So we have done some deep dives on this in the past, and I want to really update this because this is the first time we have some real data. We've talked about what they said they were going to do. Let's just take a look at where they finished the day yesterday. So yesterday was Monday. They finished at $2.41. They did have a very big up day yesterday, up 14.76%. They were the leader on the day, but you'll see it was on average volume. There was not necessarily any new news. It was just a good day for some of the Bitcoin miners, and that leaves them at a $625 million market cap. That is third place. Now, I will grant you it is a distant third place. Marathon and Riot are somewhere between $1.7 and $2 billion. Over half of you are still not yet subscribed, so if you do enjoy this content, please remember to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Okay, so just for perspective, I always like to look at the market cap over the course of time. So this company in September of 2021, so that was 2 months before Bitcoin hit its all-time high, and that was quite some time ago now. That's coming up on 2 years ago. But this company was almost a $3 billion company at that time. And mind you, they had not really mined a single Bitcoin, and it would be about a year before they really got up and running from that point. Well, they are now up and running, and they're at $625 million market cap. So you can see from this perspective, there's room to grow, although a lot of the Bitcoin miners and a lot of the high growth stocks were very overheated at this period. So you got to balance out the fact that the stocks were overheated, but this company had not even begun operating yet. So again, we'll take a look at the charts later and dig more into that. If you want to help me continue to deliver videos on a daily basis, you can support the channel by becoming a member. You can hit the join button on the YouTube page. It's right next to the subscribe button. There's a library full of content waiting for you. In addition to that, every Tuesday after the market closes, which is today, we have a members only live stream. On that live stream, members get to pick a company for me to do a deep dive in. In addition to that, we have a members only Discord that I'm active on a daily basis. So I want to take this moment to thank all the existing members. Very much appreciated, and welcome any new members. Okay, so let's start out with their monthly operation report from April, which they put out on May 1st. So they got this out the first day of the month. Cipher Mining announces April 2023 operational update. Cipher produces 406 Bitcoin and achieves new all-time high hash rate capacity of 6.0 exahash. So to put that in perspective, 406 Bitcoin mined in the month of April. That was the fourth most out of any Bitcoin mining company. Okay, so again, next was 6 exahash up and running. If we take a look at the April 30th list, so this is every Bitcoin miner that reported in April, you're going to see this puts Cipher in fourth place just as far as their exahash. So they've grown from not even being on this top 10 list 4 months ago to now being number 4 on the list. As of April 30th, they had mined 406 Bitcoin in the month of April. They sold them all, so they really don't have a big hodl position. You can see they're selling their Bitcoin that they mine in order to fund operations. Later, we're going to talk about why they're doing that, and I think it's a very good thing. Bitcoin held 427, so they did have a small hodl position. Deployed mining rigs, 59,000. That equals their 6.0 of exahash as of April 30th. Okay, then about a week later, they put this out. Cipher Mining purchases 11,000 new mining machines from Canaan. The 11,000 new A1346 model mining machines are scheduled to be delivered and energized in the third quarter of 2023. So you can see purchase will complete the build-out of Cipher's facility at Odessa. We'll look at that, which is in Texas, and achieve a hash rate of 7.2 exahash per second by the end of the third quarter. So they just got to 6 exahash. They now have purchased the machines to get to 7.2 exahash, and we'll look at their plans on where they're planning to get at the end of the year. Okay, before we go to the financial statements, I want to just take a look at a few slides from their investor presentation, because to me, this really points out some of the differences, some of the things that are special about Cipher. Okay, so this slide is called Prudent Growth Through the Cycle, Built to Succeed. 2.7 cents anticipated weighted average power price. 96% of the portfolio is energized through fixed price power. So that is crucial. This company is not hostage to the fluctuation in rates the way a lot of the other Bitcoin mining companies are. So as power fluctuates, they are in fixed price power agreements. So this is one of the reasons that they have the lowest cost per Bitcoin so far out of all the Bitcoin miners. And with fixed power purchase agreements, it's likely that they're going to stay either the least expensive or at least competitive for the least expensive cost per coin as time goes by. So this is a crucial component because we just went through a very long crypto winter. Bitcoin is not necessarily at the price a lot of people thought it would be by now, and we don't know where it's going on a going forward basis. So with their cost just over about $7,000 per Bitcoin, this is their direct cost, not including depreciation. That puts them the lowest in the industry, and I'm using numbers from the financial statement. So a lot of these companies report numbers in their monthly operational reports, but I'm calculating the actual total direct costs. So this includes energy, hosting, whatever the case may be, the cash costs to mine a Bitcoin. And they do have the lowest out of all the Bitcoin mining companies as far as I can tell. So drop in the comments if you think anybody has a lower cost. Okay, key indicators as of April 30th, 2023. So current exahash rate, we saw in their press release, they said they were at 6.0. Q3 2023, 7.2. So they bought those 11,000 machines, and that gives them the capacity to get to 7.2 exahash. And then you're going to see they have further plans beyond that in 2023. So it looks like they're planning to get to 8.2 exahash. That's their 2023 potential. So again, these guys were at very close to 0 or 1 exahash, maybe just 5 or 6 months ago. So this is big growth. This may be the fastest growing out of all the Bitcoin mining companies. There are several companies that are having huge growth in 2023, so I don't want to leave them off the list. TeraWulf is growing fast. Iris Energy is growing fast. CleanSpark is growing fast. And Marathon finally seems to be getting a lot of their machines plugged in, and they seem to be growing. So, okay, operational highlights. I just want to point out this is their Odessa, Texas. So I'm just going to walk across the timeline at the bottom here. You'll see in December, this was at 1.9 exahash. By January, it was at 3.3. February 4.2, March 4.7, April 5.0. So you can see this is what I'm saying. Massive growth over the last 5 months. And now in Q3, they've bought the machines to get to 6.2 exahash. And if you go back a few months from December, you'll see this was hardly operational at all. It wasn't long before this that this was basically at 0 exahash. So this has been their massive growth. You'll see their all-in energy cost here is about $7,300. Their energy cost at their other two facilities, Bear and Chief, is $5,927 per coin. And then at Elborz, it's $6,747. So their blended cost is just over $7,000. These are two smaller facilities. I want to take a quick look at their balance sheet and their statement of cash flows because there's a couple of things that I think are very important. So you're going to see they have $36 million in current assets. They have about over $400 million in total assets. So most of the difference is their Bitcoin mining operation facilities and equipment. But what I want to focus on is the liability side. They have $33 million in current liabilities, and they have only $68 million in total liabilities. And one of the things I want to point out is this company has 0 debt. So they have no debt. They have no plans to take on any debt. So that is a big factor. I think that's one of the keys that I identified going forward is minimizing debt. Well, they've minimized it to 0. And I want to take a look at the statement of cash flows, and this is going to tell you why they've been able to do this. Okay, so a quick look at the income statement first. You're going to see they had revenue of about $21.8 million. Their direct costs of revenue was about $8 million. As a result of that, if we go to their statement of cash flows, you're going to see net cash provided by operating activities, $10.8 million, almost $11 million on just under $22 million of revenue. So very close to 50% cash flow from their top line. So this is a spectacular model. And the main reason for this is they have kept that direct cost down. In addition to that, their overhead is reasonable. Now, they do have a lot of non-cash employee compensation, so that's a conversation for another day. I know there are a lot of investors that do not like that, so be aware. They did have, I think, $8.8 million in the quarter of non-cash compensation. But again, this does not affect their cash flow, so they're able to cash flow $10.8 million, which means they've been able to finance their growth through cash, and they anticipate continuing to do so. If we take a look at the chart on the daily time frame, I just want to note, you're going to see there's already been a massive run-up in this stock. So from their all-time low in late December, December 28th, This stock is currently up 525%. So that is a monumental run up. So some of you may feel that you've missed this run, so you're going to have to decide that on your own. I do still think there's a lot of upside left in this stock, but I do understand, at this point, if you're not in this stock, you've missed a 525% increase. However, the decision you want to make is what do you think is going to happen going forward, not what's already happened. I will tell you, I personally missed about half of this run. I didn't even start investing until we got above this line right here. So that was already a 224% run to the upside before I even considered investing in this. So I did miss half the run. I did just open a position in Cypher in the year 2023. So this is a fairly new position for me. And again, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you guys what to do. I'm just telling you what I've done. So I'm looking at opportunities for potential pullbacks here. They have run up again. They were just up 14% yesterday. Okay, so I just want to take us out on the 1 week time frame, just so you can see basically over time, this stock still is way off of its highs. Even if we ignore this high back here in September when things were overinflated, again, they weren't even mining Bitcoin in September of 2021. If I go to this high in November, which is when all the Bitcoin miners hit a local high, they were trading at almost $10 a share. They're now trading at about $2.67 a share. So you can see there's a lot of room to the upside. That's almost a 4x from here. So despite the fact that they've had a massive run up, if Bitcoin stays healthy over the next couple of years, if we approach all-time highs, with this company going from not mining any Bitcoin at all to potentially maybe 8.2 exahash by the end of the year with the lowest cost per coin, they generate a lot of cash flow, they generate a lot of gross profit. So I see a very good equation happening here if they can keep executing. So obviously the keys going forward are if Bitcoin can start to hit new all-time highs over the next couple of years, and if Cypher can continue this run and continue to deliver good operational performance, then I do think there's significant upside left to this company. So I'm not even going to pick a price target. I will leave that up to you guys. I just wanted to get this one on everybody's radar because they're doing some special things and some unique things. So that's all I got for you on Cypher. Thanks so much for watching. And if you made it this far, please remember to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and hit the notification bell. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you in the next video.